Hey YouTube, what's going on, guys? I got the body off the scrapyard project again because I had to change some stuff, and it was easier with the body off. It's really hard to get the body off by yourself, but I'm a big strong man, so I can do it. Where am I going with this? I don't know. What did I had to do? I had to reroute all the brake lines and remake all the brake lines over on the axles. All the brake lines are new. I've got a new booster and master cylinder because the YJ one I tried to retrofit was way too big. It's just not going to fit. It interfered with the carb, and the lines came out towards the engine, and so I just had to bite the bullet. Paid I think $350 for a booster and master cylinder, brand new. I forget what the what exactly the, yeah, let's see it. It was some company. It's made for the fj40. Anyways, where am I going with this? What I'm doing today is wondering to myself if a Jeep YJ gas tank will work. And what I've discovered is that yes, it 100% will. It's almost like it was made to be there. The problem that I'm having is not really a problem. It's just, how am I going to deal with the fuel filler? So I think what I'm going to do is actually drill a hole up here in the frame and then reinforce around it. Maybe just weld a tube in there. I think I've got some tubing somewhere that's actually the right size. So I'm kind of thinking maybe like cut this out completely, weld a tube so that I can stick a hose in there for the filler. I don't need the vent one. So I can actually just leave that completely off, I think. And we'll be good. And for the skid plate, I'm using the YJ skid plate also. These are just to get it mocked up. I made these little hangers. But I think I'll probably keep them. Use these little hangers, weld them after I trim up some of this, trim some of this off, then weld them, maybe have 3 hangers, and then put on this side, put some tabs, weld some tabs to the frame, the rear cross member, and have some lag bolts, maybe three little mounts and lag bolts right there, and I think it'll all work out. I think it'll all work out. I think it's gonna work. Anyways, that's it for now. I think I'm gonna make this YJ tank work, and it's 15 gallons, and then I can get rid of the I can just not have to buy an under tank, because the tank on this and the tank cover were completely rusted out, so can't really use them. Oh, and then when that tube, you know, I'll have like a little 90 degree that comes out of the frame here, and I should be able to, that should come out like right in here somewhere, and then I'll just walk it all the way up to like in this. No, I don't know. I just have to make sure that it's pointed downward the whole way, and then I should be able to use the original. I'll probably have a hose come out here and come in like right around this area somewhere, and then I'll be able to actually use the OEM filler and only have to cut a small hole in the wheel well, and I think it'll turn out great. But I think a lot of things will turn out great and then they don't, so I might just ruin something. Who knows? Anyways, I'll check in when I'm done with the next portion. All right, I got the mock-up of this YJ gas tank. It's sturdy. It's in there. I welded a couple little tabs. They're just tacked right now. This whole rear cross member is a little fucked on the bottom, so they're not gonna look good. But once everything's painted, you won't really be able to tell. And so it'll bolt. It'll have this little lip on the inside too. I don't know that you'll be able to remove the gas tank. I think you will. I think you will. You can remove the gas tank. with it in the car, or without taking the whole tub off. I'm almost positive. We'll find out at the end. I'll see what happens. I am just going to use these janky looking hooks because I think that that works. They're solid. I'm going to add one more to the middle. And then for the filler, I need to do something to make it come out of the frame here. And I have this big beefy piece. I'm really kind of thinking about maybe just cutting it and notching that in there. But I don't really know about frame integrity, you know, because I got this little hole right here. Maybe, I mean, I really think maybe I could just do a little hole right there and then reinforce something, box it in, maybe. Maybe that's what I'll do is, shit, y'all. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, though, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is what I did. I cut a hole in the frame, and it's going to work. It's going to work. I'm still going to have to figure out reinforcement. I really don't think, like, it's a huge deal, but also I'm not a structural engineer, so I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go to the scrapyard and see if I can find a tube that's just like the perfect size there, and probably weld it in there, and I think that'll make it strong enough to work. I also think that it'll also get rid of the sharp edges here on this rubber tube. So yeah, the idea is that the tube will go through the frame, come out, do a 90-degree bend, and it'll come out right around here, and just I'll find a tube, metal tube that's the right size, and bend it to the right. Just make sure that it's all downhill. I think that's all I have to do is make sure that it's pointed down, and then bring something out here and drill it right in here somewhere, and I think it's gonna work, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So there you go. I think I'm gonna make this one video to show when it's done. No, fuck that. That's it for this one. Keep following if you want to see if this all works or if I just fuck my frame up. Who knows? All right, y'all. Scrapyard to the rescue. I went to the scrapyard. I bought this piece of pipe for $2. I cut a little portion out of it, and I'm gonna weld it into the frame, and I think that'll have us good. I think that's about where I'm gonna want it. And then, yeah, I'll find online. I'll go ahead and find a filler neck tube that'll work. That'll come out and have a 90 in it, and then I'll build the rest of it from there. Gotta take some measurements after the fact and find one that'll work. Or make one that'll work. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work, and I think it's gonna be awesome. And you know, it will be just another rear FJ40 tank option that's readily available. This is like, I sell these out of the Jeeps I part out. I sell these things for about $200 for the tank and the skid plate. So $200 and a little bit of work. You got a rear tank with I think they're 15 gallons. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty nice. All right, I know I just jumped about 2 weeks into the future. I have been working on a lot of stuff, and I've just been kind of jumping around, but check all those. Oh shit, new brakes. Oh shit, clutch master cylinder. Oh shit, clutch slave cylinder. Oh my gosh, all these hard lines. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I've been doing a lot, kind of got sidetracked. I kind of just been jumping around doing whatever I want, but I'm finally focusing back on this gas tank. Hopefully I can find all the previous videos and put them all together and make something. But I went to the store today, the parts store. My choice is Advanced Auto. And I think I lucked out. I found this long radiator hose. Don't know what it's for. I just went back there and looked for something that looked like it would work. And I think this is gonna solve the complete filler problem. So, check it out. Check it out. It's long enough that it'll go all the way. And it's got this little portion right here that kicks up at the end, which I don't know that we'll be able to use because, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But it'll come out of this hole. It'll come up here. I'll figure out where in here it's gonna meet up with this. So this is our YJ filler. I cut the vent hose off. I'm gonna weld that up. And I had to open up this opening just a little bit to get it to fit. It's not fully mounted in there right now. I just got it jerry rig mounted for now. And so this will come, it'll do its little Y, and this, oh, get off of there. This portion right here fits perfectly into that portion right there. I'm not gonna do it because I only have one hand. So that's our full filler neck issue solved. I was gonna try and use the original, which you could, but that thing is so big that I was just like, you know what? I think the best choice is to use this one. So right now I got the body back on. I don't know if the last shot had the body on. So I'm gonna lift this body up, put it on some blocks so I can have some room to move around in there. And I'm gonna see if I can make this all come together in the next like hour and a half. Here we go. I'm doing it like right now. All right, y'all. Ooh, we got some sun. Let me fix that real quick. Boom. All right. So I think I've done it. I got that set up like that. And yeah, of course I drilled the hole in the wrong spot, but it's okay because I saved it. So I can probably go ahead and weld that sucker back in. But, and I will get like one of those little C-channel rubber grommet type thing. I'll get a grommet around there, around the hole to keep it from cutting into the hose. So it goes from there, and it comes out right there. And then I got some hose clamps coming in the mail. So I'll clamp it to the side of the wheel well. Then it goes in through the frame into the tank, and we're golden. That's rear tank. Now, there's you know, a whole other world where this is a lot easier, and you just you know, put your fuel filler in the back corner over here, and you could actually use the Jeep YJ filler because it's like this screw-in thing that you just cut the hole and screw it into the tub, and that'd be super simple. But I really wanted to, for whatever reason, I really wanted to use this original filler neck because that's what got in my head, and so it stayed there and manifested. Anyways, I think that's it for this. I mean, obviously, some cleanup. If I could do it again, I'd manage to do the skid plate a lot better. I cut off more original metal than I needed to, but it's gonna work for now. You know, throw some paint on it. It'll all look copacetic. I don't know why I said copacetic. I don't really I can't even give you the definition of that word, honestly. That's it. That's YJ. A YJ tank is a very, very viable option for a rear gas tank in an fj40. We all know it now. They're plentiful. They're out there. You can still buy them new. So if you don't mind cutting a hole in your frame, and if you have the skills to do it, and you would have to take the entire tub off to do it, but I think that's the case with all of them. And maybe you wouldn't have to do that. If you had a lift, you could probably do it without taking the tub off. Anyways, that's it. Bye.